Hello there. Welcome to Dreaming English. Rochelle and
me, Kat.
And today we are going to talk about Walden Pond.
Yeah. Yes, so this is Walden
There's no
Pond.
two L's there. So it's a pond where you can go swimming.
No, this is what I meant by not misspelling it, Mom. This is what I meant by Walden Pond.
Okay, what did you
So-
mean by Walden Pond?
A wall.
Like we pronounce it like a wall.
I'm not talking about pronunciation. It's supposed to be like something. Okay, never mind. And then a den that an animal would live in.
Like a little animal. Oh, we should get one of the little animals.
And then a pond.
Like our little skunk might live inside of the den that is next to the wall, so it's like wall, den, pond.
This is not what I meant to happen, but okay.
All right.
Yeah. So this is
No, not your MIT sweatshirt. Okay,
So this is the map of Walden Pond that we have. As you can see, it's a pond. You may think that this is a wall, but no, it's really not.
this is actually a train track. Let me see.
That's an extremely big train track. This was supposed to represent the entire train track right there. You ruined my perfect line. Your line isn't perfect enough.
It's a train track.
So basically, this is where Walden Pond is. So
And
we're
this
gonna,
train goes from Fitchburg to Boston and
So
goes
this
by Concord by Walden Pond.
So this is the adventure of you coming to Walden Pond. So this is gonna be our trail, okay? We're taking you on an adventure. We'll show pictures of the places along the way.
We would drive there. It's about 45,
So we
half hour to 45 minutes to
so we
the
start
place.
by going and finding a parking spot.
And sometimes we would drive there and there were no parking spaces and we had to turn around and drive back
I
home.
forgot to put the shop.
That's very sad.
Forgot to put the shop.
So now we actually check. We check on the internet, actually on their Twitter account. They will tell us if there's no parking left.
So
And-
this is basically how it works. You start by you go to the parking place. So we're in the parking place. Yay! This is a photo of the parking place because I don't know. We've been there so many times. We probably have one.
Maybe. I don't know if we do.
So now we're walking over here, and then usually we go over here, but we're gonna stop and we're gonna head around to here. This is the little model of Thoreau's house.
Thoreau, Henry David Thoreau, lived at Walden Pond from 1845 until 1847. 2 years,
2 months and 2 days.
2 days,
And 2 minutes. No,
But
2
this-
minutes, 2 hours, 2 seconds,
maybe.
2 milliseconds.
This is not where his house was. They put it here so people that can't go on the trail, maybe they have a wheelchair or something, they could go in the parking lot and they can go over to the replica of his
I still
house.
think that in the actual place where his house was, they should have another replica. Just my opinion. So now we'd head over this way, and we're going around the pond.
And right now, because of coronavirus, we have to wear our masks.
And there's people around. If there's
And
no people, then we don't have to
It's
wear
only
masks.
one way. We can only go one way around the pond.
So we stop around this area. There's this rock. This is probably the most popular area that people like to go swimming in the pond. So
A lot of people will go and they'll swim around the whole entire pond, and it's about 1 mile to swim or 1 mile to walk.
And the most popular place to go swimming is over here. So I'm just gonna draw some water and some people in it. Yay. So, yeah, you can go swimming there. That's usually where we would go swimming as well, but it's always really busy. So now, continuing along.
When he built his home, he lived there for those 2 years, and 2 months, and 2 days. But after, they took apart the little cottage or the little cabin. It's just a one room because they made it into, I think they made it to a pig shed or something. And so there's there are blueprints out. You can actually build a replica if you want. You can find them on the internet. But people weren't sure where his house was, and a lot of people would put rocks by where his house was.
So they'd put it where they thought it was. But then this is actually the story of what happened. So the thing is, all the rocks were here. This is the actual house site. This is what these little cubes represent. So people put all the rocks over here, and then they decided to figure out if it was actually there. So they they moved the rocks to over here instead.
Mm-hmm.
And then they found that over there, they found the base of his chimney.
Yep.
Which was made out of stone.
And we'll have a picture of that.
So technically we were all correct. We actually put the rocks in the right spot, but they decided to move it to make it seem like we're total fools. Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of times people bring rocks with them. We actually take and we put our rocks in the fire or the oven, and we melt crayons and we decorate some rocks to bring there.
Crayons?
Yes.
We should make a video about that.
We should.
And then this tiny little box here is his shed site. Now,
oopsie.
Now, continuing to go along. This is also a picture of a really big tower that my brother made. And I helped.
Yeah, basically,
I got really mad because this little kid, as soon as we left, we just could still see it. This little kid just started knocking down the rocks like, wow, I'm so cool. And I got really mad at that kid. And I'm very, very mad at that kid. A lot more mad than Vincent was, and he made the majority of it anyway.
I don't think that Vincent knew that the kid knocked over.
He did. He saw.
Oh, did he?
So then up here, this is where there's this first train track area.
So it goes up a hill, and it's only about maybe 200 feet from where where Henry David Thoreau lived.
Actually, this is the hill that we went up to. So this is where we went in our video. Other video we made? Didn't we make another video? This is where we went over here to eat lunch. We had some Chinese food.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that...
Note to self, don't bring Chinese food on a picnic because sometimes the soup will leak.
Yeah.
Not a good idea.
And then we went also up this area, which is the second area that you can go up.
And it's not a complete day unless we check the train schedule and we see a train going from Fitchburg to Boston, or one that's going from Boston to Fitchburg.
And then we walked around here. Then, since the water levels are so low, there's actually an amount of beach that goes all the way around the entire place. So you could walk around the entire place, all around Walden Pond.
Because this year, we didn't get a lot of rain. So we didn't get a lot of rain. So the water levels are very low.
And every so often there's a little area that connects it. So this would be the path, and then there's some areas that connect it. So basically, Mom decided to go around the very long area that takes forever to go around, while me and Vincent decided to go on top of this area. And then she eventually met up with us, and then we decided we were also going to go down around here.
And they have it this way so you can only go certain places because they want to prevent erosion. They want you to stay on the path, and they don't want you to go down other places. So they have it kind of gated off, because everybody walking different places is going to cause erosion of the trees and everything. And
so you're allowed to walk on the beach area because sometimes there's just beach area there naturally. Not because if the level is low, but there's only a few areas that you can actually go down there. And here's the thing, when you're over here, Mom showed you, future Mom decided to show you a photo that I had actually taken. So did you see that really cool photo that was like the close-up train track? That was me. I took that because, I like close-up photography.
We used to only go to Walden Pond one time a year, in the summertime when we could go swimming, but now we go in the fall when the leaves are changing color. We go in the winter time when there's snow on the ground. We go in the springtime, and of course we go in the summer.
But over here, now you're going to see this photo that I had also taken, another live focus one. There's actually a few. So one of them, it's like a rock that had just splashed into the water, and you can kind of see the water like.
That was pretty neat. It was
like
kind of
around that.
splashing up.
So then we walked around all the way over here until we got to this boat ramp area, which there's a boat ramp, and you can.
And you know, sometimes we have a blow up. Like, we don't blow it with our mouths, but we have this pump, and we have a kayak that we blow up, and we brought it to Walden Pond, and we actually kayaked around Walden Pond, like kayaking.
So yeah, that's one thing that we do, and then we went up around here. This is where the bathrooms are. It's a kind of ugly building, not gonna lie. This is the main beach area that has like
they have
these
lifeguards
things
in the
around.
summertime for when you're swimming, so they have lifeguards to watch you, but the rest of it is swim at your own risk of not drowning. So you can swim all these other places, but there's no lifeguards. And people swim there all year long. Even in the winter, I've seen people swimming when there's ice in the water. Remember that? When we went in the winter? And somebody was like, they were breaking up the ice as they were swimming. But they put wetsuits on, so that way they don't get so... We forgot to talk about the store. We usually go to the store in the little museum.
So there's a little museum, which has like a 3D map.
It has an awesome thing, like, where's your Walden? Like, where's the place that you go to be, like, one with nature?
I mean, basically...
So you can type where your Walden is, where your special place is, and then when you type it, it'll show up on the big, huge map of the world. I'm over here, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to do that. I'm just going to do something in Iceland. So now, and after a little while, they'll just eventually, like... they'll eventually all just... It'll say your name.
It'll just disappear after a while since people are always putting new ones in. So, but if you went there all like maybe a few days after I put that in, you would see Cat someplace in Iceland.
Right. And then I would put Beckett, which is in Massachusetts. And so it would show up on the big map as well. And then we go to the store and we get some of the puppets. So you want to grab some of the puppets you've seen inside of our videos, and this is the newest one that we got recently.
I have the squirrel.
The squirrel, which you've seen.
And the chipmunk.
We just got the chipmunk. The chipmunk is a little finger puppet, which will be in some of our new videos.
And then I have a hat.
With the bunny. Oh, but we'll get a real bunny.
She's real.
So see, Walden, there's also rabbits. There's lots of wildlife at Walden. There's birds, there's rabbits. Because it is a lovely, oh my goodness. All right, so anyway, take that one back. I can't take both.
What are you doing?
Is there a special place that you go to kind of be one with nature? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, please subscribe and like it, and we'll see you next time. Is there a special... Okay, let's put this one on the table maybe.
Yes.
Whoa, whoa.
Just go on the table.
Go on
Be
the
the
table.
table.